Now we're back, fully. Now you can hear me. So, yeah, I'm pissed off. Good to know. I can't stream that game. Apparently, the CPU usage... I just need to get a new fan, because this happens semi-regularly. Okay, what's up with my... I know what's up with my... Hold up. Besides, the Ava army is just full of people trying to be kind and caring, right? That's why we were watering and posturing. You know, I guess that's a good point. Forgive me, that was me plugging my controller out. That wasn't your computer. So, I don't know what to do now, because my day was going to be reserved for Skate. But, as we all know now, that game has a bit of an optimization problem, it seems. Enough so that my CPU fan will not cut it, and my CPU overheats. Unless, like, hang on. Because I was able to stream Helldivers, and I've only ever had one problem with it overheating, and that wasn't on stream. That was like when I was playing it by myself with some friends. Or offline with some friends. I'm really wondering if my CPU fan is just dying since it's that old. Which makes me wonder if there's a different CPU fan that I can find. You got a list of suggestions, list of Monday suggestions, which lots of which are free to play, like Gekishin Squadra, the DBFZ, not DBFZ, the DBZ, uh, MOBA. I mean, I could. I don't think I want to play that right now. Honestly, I'm not sure what I want to do right now. All of my plans, a wrench has been tossed into them. Serious talk though, unfortunate stuff. Gotta check the PC fans or cooling systems though. Yeah, if I had to guess, it's mostly just the fan itself. Cause the fan, I will admit, it is the stock fan that came with the Ryzen 7 1700, which worked well enough for a while, but I didn't think a Ryzen 7 7800 X3D would be heating up that much more than a 1700, even though it is significantly better. Not so much so that the 1700's fan would be unable to keep up if that is the case. Because as you've seen, I have been fine with a number of other games, but now this is a semi-consistent problem. So I think I just really need to look into buying a new CPU fan. Hold on. Let me look this one up real quick. Skate, period, CPU usage. CPU crashing, Skate 4. Does this happen to anyone else? Play for about 15 to 30 minutes and my PC crashes seem to be due to my CPU running at almost 100%. Is there any way to optimize the game a little bit? Understand it's still playtesting. This was 6 months ago. High CPU temps. Skate 6 days ago. Experience varying high CPU temperatures. Ryzen 900 or 9800 X3D. 5080 reaches 88 to 90 degrees Celsius, not even when playing Cyberpunk with RT, I assume that's supposed to be RTX enabled, does it go above 70 degrees. Have the same config, CPU is on fire. 86 to 87 degrees Celsius. Game must have a bug. Pulling New World of frying our PCs. Okay. So it's not just me. It's not just me. And these people have better, I think, the better processor than me, a 9800. I know the feeling when you want to play something and it just keeps screwing you over. Had it with Origins. Game was freezing and forced my PC, and was forced to upgrade PC to do a demo. Didn't even buy the game still. You mean Dragon Age Origins or something else? Know this feeling of I just want to play the game. Never just one person. Yeah, no, I just thought it was like, this is a me problem because, you know, we've seen this happen with other games, like with, what was that roguelike game that I thought was really cool and I wanted to play? Heavy Metal something? It was Metal something? I don't remember. Either way. I played the demo and then, it would get to certain points and then my CPU would get such high load that it would overheat and crash, and then there's Sifu, but Sifu is apparently just so unoptimized that it would cause some other people's CPUs to overheat. Not really overheat, but they would heat up a bunch. I think they have better fans and I was able to slap a band-aid on the issue. This game, it's just poorly optimized, I guess, but I wasn't expecting so poorly optimized that people, even with better Ryzen CPUs than me, are experiencing massively high CPU temperatures. And I'd imagine most of them have better put together equipment than me. Same issue with the 9800 X3D. This is a Ryzen 9, right? This is like one of the 2 processors on the market that is better than mine. No, Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. That should be around the same level as mine. Looks like it's time to boot up Sifu. Yeah. Great idea. I'm not sure what I can boot up, because I gotta wait for my CPU to cool down. Maybe your cooling solutions are not good enough. That's possible. But, again, other people are getting the same problems. This is I'm looking at a Steam discussion thread right now. I can just show you, and probably not face any repercussions. Like, this guy saying all this stuff, and then everybody else, or a number of other people saying similar things, and there's 50 pages of this. Or no, not 50, there are 5 pages of this, and I can display up to 50 different things. So, what cooler are you using? 40% CPU usage for me. Skate goes to 60% in busy areas with a lot of people. It doesn't seem to be right to be using so much CPU. Hopefully they'll fix it. Same happens. Been playing since July. I think it was always ran terribly bad. Tried it early access launch. CPU was always 78 to 83 degrees. Then I played the day before yesterday twice. It surprised me CPU was at 55 degrees, thinking they finally fixed it. But joy didn't last now because it runs at 78 to 83 degrees. All that with AMD capping FPS at 60. Oof. Been waiting for this game for years and it sucks in every possible way. Who could think a game made for Android could run this bad and potent PC? No! No, don't say that. Don't say that. I forgot that this game is like... Forgot that the game was set up to be like mobile-like. Blow on it. Blow on my CPU. With the hot human body air that has been cooled to 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a great idea. PC master race. This isn't the PC's problem. This is... Unless... I assumed that was sarcasm. Maybe I'm wrong. Sims music? Is that what's playing right now? I don't actually have Rainwave open to be able to check that. Frick me! I actually had like 3 tabs open. Oh my god. Okay. What did I have open again? One of them I don't care about. It was just the Mega Man Battle Network 2 map. One of them was Pangea Girls. Like the music. Pangea Girls, aka Magic Feeling. Frick. Last one was music from whatever song that was playing in the morning. I'll pull that up later again. Almost all games nowadays have PC port issues, just saying. Because we just don't know how to optimize anything anymore, bro! Like, do you see how much video game we were able to shove into the GameCube, into the PS2, into the Wii, into the NES? Like, that was all great. All of that was great. We had some fantastic video games. And then now we have whatever the hell we're doing with the frickin' video game market, where we have crazy equipment. We have some insane processors and graphics cards, to the point that we're apparently getting, like... It's difficult to get better stuff than what we have now because we're reaching the limit of what we can do with how much space we have for graphics cards and CPUs and whatnot. But because of whatever the hell we're doing with the games... We're not making them so that they run on this equipment. We're making it so that they run on, I don't know? On like the hyper super turbo quantum computer of the future that doesn't exist yet. Only that can run the video games. Hold on, I can keep showing you these threads. I'm gonna keep reading through them anyway. You can go to history, no? Of Rainwave, that only goes back so far, and I think there's been enough, yeah, there have definitely been enough games that have been shown that I don't know about. Unless you mean, like, my computer's browser history, in which case I have that deleted automatically when Firefox closes. Not even when it closes, it just doesn't save my history, actually. Most CPUs thermal throttle at a 95 degrees Celsius. That is way too high. Mine goes to 90 plus. Jesus Christ. Half FPS get a better cooler. No reason to defend this game. I can play demanding games like Oblivion Remastered, Silent Hill 2, Inzoi, and Expedition 33 on my 2K 200Hz monitor, as well as VR games. I forgot about Expedition 33 not being very well optimized, and I'm still able to run that pretty well. VR games and all on ultra with programs running in the background, and the CPU temperature doesn't exceed 65 to 70 degrees. Damn, you got a pretty good CPU cooler. However, this game, which isn't even close to being demanding, reaches 90 degrees for no apparent reason on my Ryzen 7 9800X3D. But also your CPU should never reach 90 degrees even when stress testing. So imagine what their CPU temps would be with stress test if gaming gets them to 90 plus. Ooh! I gotta love, like... I don't know if this person was downplaying the problem, but it's you gotta love going to like an internet forum and being like, hey, there's a problem here and it's very apparent. It is right here. It's massive and blaring, and then someone just like, stupid dumb idiot, just do this. And it's not a solution. It's not. It doesn't fix anything. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney. I have been watered. That one's for your CPU? Alright, watch this. No. Not paying for another computer. That's not happening. His 20 porn tabs and 100 VTuber streams opened? Nope. I don't visit porn sites on my computer. And I don't keep 100 different VTubers open at once. You're stupid or something? Use critical thinking to solve your problem. Duh, it's so easy, Lamau. How do you even... whatever. Don't thank me. That's always the answer, right? Liquid cooler doesn't mean anything nowadays. Air cooler are the same or even better. I don't know about this answer. I haven't actually checked that one. Alright, so this is no longer helping my issue. Yo, okay. I'm gonna bring this back to the thing that I brought up earlier about the taking back shots from yourself. Like, I'm sorry that it came back here, but it's just been on my mind for the past couple of minutes. Ava, you said you wouldn't accept backshots from another entity that is still you. But my thought is like, if they're alternate universe you that you're accepting backshots from, they would know you better than anybody, right? Like, alternate you would know what you want better than any other person, and they're still another person. They're not you, they're just other you. Dude, is this Castlevania OST? I think so. Yeah, Super Castlevania 4. Theme of Simon. Okay, I wouldn't want it to be me, even if a handsome man. Interesting. Me isn't aggressive enough. Okay, I see. Like, the alternate you would know what you want, but they wouldn't be capable of actually fulfilling it. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You watching porn on your DS? That is a thing I did once or twice on, like, my Wii and DS since they had internet browsers. I wanted to know if I could, so I did it. Same goes for my PlayStation Vita. But that's unimportant. No, I mostly use my tablet for that because, I mean, it's not my phone, and it's not gonna leave my house, and if I get a virus on that, then I'll just reset the tablet. I don't care that much. If I get a virus on my computer, then I'm bodied. Disagree, Strong. I wouldn't say someone who the same person other than gender swapped, they would have entirely different chemistry and life experience as the other gender. There's literally no chance they'd be the same person. There has to be, all right. So thinking about this in universe, quantum, everything is a possibility terms. There is at least one universe where the experience is what the universe itself would define as the equivalent of what you have experienced, but with the opposite gender. So, I'm talking about that specific universe alternate you. Alternative means different. It means it might be reverse. He's making up laws. That is, what do you mean I'm making up laws? There's no law being made up. Alternate universe you could be reverse you, so the opposite. Right. Nega Ava. Wouldn't it be Ava Nega? You put... If it's like Eggman Nega, then the word nega is afterwards. I don't like saying this word on stream. I swear to God, because like, y'all, his name, the character's name is just Eggman Nega, but every time I say it, one of you is gonna take this out of context, and then I don't know. I'm all of a sudden up on live stream fails for saying frickin' a slur that I didn't actually say. CPU benchmarks have threads scheduled properly. This game doesn't. It thrashes the hell out of them. Not even OCCT pushes my system near the temps of this game. OCCT? What is this? Twins don't act the same. Yeah, whatever. Okay, you can't say that. Wait, hang on. Just say clone, not a different universe. Might be realistic one day. Oh, you mean like having a clone of myself, but instead they're female. I don't think I would want to be looking at me, but with a vagina. You know? I would want a female, I guess, like, they would probably still physically look different. It wouldn't just be changing their genitalia. I don't know. If I if I were to see a clone of myself where they look the same, but they have a vagina instead, I would feel so much pity for them because I know that they would miss their dick and balls. What did this guy say? But also your CPU should never reach this temperature. CPU benchmarks this. Let the white knight continue to defend the indefensible. You will surely receive a pat on the back from EA. Okay, yeah, no, now this is just starting to throw... It's just people throwing crap at each other now. This worked, what? Only have a stock cooler on my whatever the heck, so I had to go into the power settings and set the maximum processor state to 99%, which stops it from using the turbo boost, keeps the temp down. Not ideal solution, that would be buying a better cooler. But if you're on a stock cooler like me, it does work. Turned it back up to 100% while playing just to see. Temp went from 75 degrees Celsius to 92 degrees Celsius real quick. Stock cooler woes. Okay. Frick. So, I guess I would have to just go into my computer settings and then modify my CPU so that it doesn't burn itself to death. Having the same experiences would be viewed differently. If I was a boy, I fall on a pole and hurt my nuts. It's different than as a girl falling on a pole, not having nuts to hurt. But there's still a pain that a woman would experience that I would believe is on the same level, right? I don't think getting punched in the clit is very enjoyable for most women. Or the boob, given that they are both bundles of nerves. Stronge thinks female him would be just Stronge with a vagina. Does that make you a Fuda currently? No. No? What are you talking about? That's not how that works. They cloned you, but with X chromosome, double X chromosomes, you would have the appropriate hormones and chemical processes to be different. The problem is that they'd have to transfer your memories in order for her to be you, which would lead to dysmorphia. True. I think I know my type by now. Ah. The target is so small, it's not likely. Also, as a boy, you're more likely to be told things like, "You're good, buddy, walk it off, you'll live," and the like. I refuse to believe there aren't some women that have experienced the same thing. Just don't forget that you did it. If something's underperforming in the future, you'll want to remember that you changed that. Yeah, 7700X cooking meat too, staying clear till they at least acknowledge it. Just built a fresh PC with liquid cooling, doing perfectly fine, no heat issues. Then why did you... This... I guess this helps with this. You've at least given that you were using this specific type of processor and you're not having that much of a problem. And the fact that this is an i9 makes me think that this might be a Ryzen CPU specific problem. Maybe not. There's also this factor. Even though you didn't provide very much information, you did provide some useful information. i5. Never mind. This guy has a different problem. Or wait. Yeah, this guy has a different problem. High tensile resolution. Wonder if it's a 1080p. As it's usually a more CPU-bound scenario. Okay. People just don't know about capping FPS. Bruh. i7, same problem. What the heck? Yeah, it's the game's fault for using 100% CPU, but it's also your guys' fault for having not so good cooling. Okay, bro. Maximized CPU temps goes from 80 when stress testing CPU for hours. And that is not real-world scenario. Having almost 90 degrees Celsius... having almost 90 Celsius degrees while just gaming is not good, I think. I mean, that's true, but that doesn't mean that it's not the game's fault. As no games usually ever uses 100% CPU, only maybe when loading in new maps, shader compilation, etc., but that is not for long. Like the other said, you can play Cyberpunk with maxed out stuff, and it still works. Still won't hog the CPU like this one does. It's either Q bug. Oh, no, that's supposed to be A. He fat-fingered. Room gets unbearably hot after a couple of hours of skate while having windows wide open. Definitely a cooling system. Bro! This guy. What's up, Luca Ryan? Lone Strange would be like that one in Invincible. Which which one? Who are you talking about specifically? Also, now and forever, boobs do not equal balls. How do you know, bro? You have as sensitive titties as the woman next to you? You definitely don't. At least I would believe that you don't. I don't know. I don't know your body. Strange would do that. Yeah, what? Also, just a reminder, clit doesn't either, because a strong enough hit directly to the clitoris can cause shock/death in a woman. Jesus Christ. I am so Silent Hill F Ready Fazbear's Pizzeria's mascot. What? I'm the sexy chicken everyone loves, and Steven is the clown in the box nobody likes. I don't know who you're talking about. Bro wants to take in the base, feel the aura before letting it out. What? The White Knights of the game. It's not the game's fault. Yeah, Randy Pitchford was right. You guys should really be owning phones too. Get a grip. The F stands for Freddy Fazbear the whole time. Oh, that's what the bit was. I thought, I don't know why. I thought that was like you're saying you're ready for Silent Hill F. Like how you pre-read Luke Ryan's messages before you say it. I didn't. How long was I muted? It don't matter. Joe just kind of unhinged today. Am I? Yeah, it was a bit. Pre-ordered Silent Hill F last night, though. Good to hear. Did you say anything important? Sort of. What was the last thing that you guys heard? Because I was reading all this and then I was going on about, I forgot this is the age where we're in data harvesting. So, frickin', what's it called? John EA now has a screenshot, my 300 gigabyte porn folder, that they can jerk off to it too. I hope they enjoy the vintage JAVs that nobody but me cares about. I've been watered. Different areas heavily seem to depend on the players, get way lower FPS slash higher temps than other places. Surprised they fit such a big map in such a small download. It is terribly optimized, and I constantly get FPS spikes. Don't think I've ever seen a solid green line using the Steam FPS overlay with graphs. Submitted the weirdly high CPU temps multiple times at every patch and release was the first time I saw them to be lower. Fingers crossed it gets better, but I don't know. Think it's the free-to-play model making their money back? Oh boy. You what? I what? What have I done? Refunded Bomb Rush? Yeah, I did that forever ago. Bomb Rush 2 is coming out, by the way. When? A game you refunded to play VTuber Vampire Survivors. That is not why I refunded the game. What is that symbol that you've typed? I don't remember. We were just memeing in chat. Surely the CPU is cooled off. It probably is by now, or at least enough to play a game, but I don't know what game I would want to play. Switch from dynamic to static. FPS is a lot better. Temps are about the same. Frick. Alright, I don't know what to do now then. So good to know that Skate period's CPU temperature is just so bad that it's bodying me, but not very many other people. Patch notes that dropped today is one of these. The game will no longer turn my computer into a burning pile of goop. Nope. Progression update, bug fixes, known issues. I really wish I could control V this. Oh wait, these are patch notes from yesterday, so this does not matter to me at all. Good thing winter's coming. What about it? Boot up Marvel, I swear to God, I'll get Trump to vote for you so he can berate you. What? What do you mean vote for me for what? What do you recommend a Monday game? Tori Saturn, the game you'll love and own already. I will play it. I will, but I don't want to play it now. I am thinking about playing 30XX. In winter, Strong's gonna put his PC outside and it'll stay cool. What about the rain? He boots up 30XX, shoot me for 8 hours, please. Okay. Tori Saturn looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. I intend to play it. That's why I had it wishlisted. It is cool. Hashtag save Luca Ryan. Okay, bro. What do I have on my computer? I could play some Deadlock for about 2 hours, but I don't really want to do that either. I think I should just uninstall Skate for the time being. That lasted how long? How long was I able to play Skate? Like 40 something minutes? And then it overheated? That ain't fixing itself. Guarantee you, say you don't want to play it now, and then you boot it up and love it, and you'll want to play it. I don't doubt that. However, when will you stop blaming the beast and get a new PC? When you realize that I did that forever ago? When you remember that I went through an entire debacle of getting a new motherboard and CPU and power supply and RAM, and the only thing that I would need to upgrade in my PC right now is debatably storage space and a graphics card. The cooling system does need adjustment, but I've been okay with the cooling system that I've had for a while. Think you need more power? Pop the X Factor? Okay. Fans, another fan would probably help as well, but I think the main thing is having a CPU fan specifically, given that I, again, am using the stock cooling CPU fan from the Ryzen 7 1700, which worked for the 1700, doesn't quite work here. The only fans Stronge needs are the oiled ones, only if they're female. How many people do you think are playing 2XKO right now? I could play that. I don't really want to. What's this song? This is Fruit Factory from Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And L is on it. Is he playing 2XKO right now? Maybe you can duo with him? Yeah, uh-huh. Chico will be active for a while. Right. I guess it's 2x KO time. Let's hope my frickin' computer doesn't overheat while I start that game up. Any suggestion? Any of the suggestion games you want to play or like Umasume? I uninstalled Umasume from my computer. It's on my phone still, but I don't really feel like spending too much time on that game anymore. I fell off of it not too long ago. Video editing? I am definitely not doing that one on stream. I don't want you guys to see what goes on behind the scenes while I'm doing stuff with videos. Maybe if for short form content, but even then, not really. Did you hit Grandmaster yet? No, I did not. Been an honor to be around you gentlemen, but the streamer is boring playing a non-fun game on a Monday. Tenjin, send this man to the guillotine that he owes so much desires. Wouldn't mind seeing it in Discord stream. Get into the video editing style and thought process. I'm not too opposed to that, because I usually do ask for people's approval on whether or not a clip that I'm making is funny. But also, some of me might think, like, I don't know, you guys enjoy the stuff that I do, which makes me think about, which makes me think, like, how, not credible, that's not the right word. Would there be a bit of a bias for what you find enjoyable from a clip that I have made? Bruh. Okay, so like, why is the game frozen like this? Don't do that to me. That's not funny. You crashed! No fun allowed? It's Frick Steven Monday? Are you gonna do that again? I'm going to boot up training. I'm glad that you did that when I wasn't in a game. My stick is plugged in. Hey, what's up, JT Senpai? Hey, Steven, been a while. I made you something, by the way. The game won't run. Bro! I just want to play video games. I just want to play video games. But, yeah, what do you mean you made me something? I will put it in your Twitter DMs. Will you? Wait, I don't check my Twitter DMs like ever. But if you did make me something, I appreciate it. But I question why. I didn't even know you followed me on Twitter. Yo, nice! The Zone Tan emote. Uh, I would have to log into Twitter to pull that up on stream. Frick. I guess I can. Why not, right? Who's gonna kill me? Do you mind if I pull it up on stream? JT Senpai? Yeah, they're my senpai. I look up to them as an artist. Seriously? Zone 10? Honestly, that's based. Does that mean that you also make flash animations asking for a friend? Sure, go ahead. That is not my password. I have messed something up. I can just, like, show you all of the... I want to show you the DMs, but you're just gonna see a bunch of the bot messages as well. I can just... Here, look. So, check this out. I think this is pretty awesome, my mans. Twitter DMs hate transparent images, so I gotta think of a way to give you the image without the white background. Oh, for real? Is that not... Oops. Oh yeah, okay, I see. It's actually emote tier material, you should use it. I don't think that's gonna work very well in an emote form. I feel like if you scrunch it down, you'll lose a lot of the detail. But yeah, no kidding, I really appreciate that. That's pretty sick. In, like, the good way. That's technically the second fan art I've ever gotten, but I guess it's really the first, right? The other one that I said was because of a conversation of me getting fan art that I had with some friends, and one of my friends decided to make me something. But, like, this one was just, like, unprompted. It just came out out of nowhere. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to freaking react. Like, hey man, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. Yeah. Very nicely made. This is actually actually. So, I don't know what to do about this dream and you. Oh, hey, this is music from Sexy Parodius. I did not know that Sexy Parodius... Yes, I did know that Sexy Parodius was on Rainwave. I've said this before. I repeat. I go in circles. Anyway, answer the darn questions. Strange. Is he trolling? Am I trolling for what? Why? What did I do? What question? Strange to know anything about League? He is basically Swain. I'm basically Darius. Strange puts finger. I say headless. Oh wait, StrongmanSteven, you run OBS, right? That's the question? Yes. What about OBS? So, OBS causes Tuco to freeze, not a joke. I have the same issue? What? Wait, but that didn't happen on Saturday. Why is that happening now? Whoops. Oh, wait, hold up. Whoops. I didn't realize you were also followed by frickin' Silverveil and Iron Mouse and Boone. Damn. Alright, I just dropped by, heading to bed I am. See you, my mans. I hope your day goes well. Hope your day goes fantastic, in fact. Do you do obscure retro RPGs? Some. What happened to Skate? My computer exploded into a ball of flame and disaster. Yes, Steven does retro RPGs. Kingdom Hearts is a retro game, right? I mean, it was for the PS2. 2XKO was beating his ass, too. Yep. I did not know the reason. I wanted to make video of a replay, and it didn't let me use OBS for it. Weird. Alright. Maintenance notification. On the 23rd, that's tomorrow, platform will be unavailable. Alright, let's try this. Let's try playing 2XKO. Let's do this. Then let's do this. Properties, this, not that. Anti-cheat compatibility hook. Let's see if that fixes some of my issue. Don't look at that. There's two of me, but there should only be one of me. Nope. Still crashes. But frickin' Northern Lion's fine. Is he playing it right now? Northern Lion is playing 2XKO right now. Okay, so why is this happening? NL doesn't have a potato? I'm gonna frickin'... Ooh. Nothing. I'm okay. I am but a tranquil river flowing down a smooth mountain. There is nothing but sunshine, birds chirping, maybe a cute gazelle grazing somewhere. The lion does not concern himself with the undesirables. Shut up. Sigma affirmations face ass. Deadlock, maybe? I don't really want to play Deadlock, though. That's the thing. I did not know what caused it for OBS. Couldn't solve the issue. I would try to launch Tuco and then OBS, and it would instantly freeze. NL has a rocket ship for a computer. It's not about the computer itself and its ability to run the game. It's about the conflicting programs. Because I was able to play 2XKO and still record it with OBS on Saturday, and the time that I did that before that. But suddenly now, today, I try to boot up 2XKO, the game runs, and then I guess it realizes, oh wait, OBS is running, and then it decides to close. Whatever, I don't know what NL uses to stream. If anything, if he's using XSplit, that's my assumption that for why it would be working, but I don't know very many people that use XSplit over OBS. 2XKO, crashing, I'm just gonna say crashing. September 11th, a week ago. Program worked fine the first time. Now there's crashes. Now there's a critical error every time. Nope, nope, there's no critical error message. It just stops. Let's try OBS. Game stops working when OBS is open. Just contacted support. Response about using OBS. Hope this helps. Downgrade it! I didn't even update OBS! I'm using the version of OBS that this guy downgraded to! 9/11 was a week ago. Aware. What's up with the comparison to NL versus anyone else currently playing 2XKO? Hmm? Because, you mean like, why, what do you mean, what's up with the comparison? It's just surprising to see that he is playing the game more than once, actually. Did it crash twice? It crashed every time that I ran it. I tried it 3 times. Every time I hear people talk about OBS, they're saying it's ass. It's not. It's a great program. It's a free open source program that has caused me little to no problems in the 5 years that I've been using it. The only issues that I've ever had were with Streamlabs OBS, which, if I'm not mistaken, was like an unofficial, like it was basically the Streamlabs people just like they grabbed the open source program and then slapped what they could on it, and then it made it significantly worse, but also gave you the ability to edit the stream notifications with Streamlabs, which I guess is an okay convenience, but also not having the full permission to do that from OBS devs and then making a non-insignificant amount of the program not function correctly, it was a little bit uncool, but whatever. Whatever for now. From me, specifically. There are some people that would be up in arms about that, but I guess I'm not one of the major ones. As for OBS itself, I've only ever had a couple of issues involving something with audio, and it was mostly I just needed to figure out how to get OBS to function correctly with Voicemeeter Banana. And then now I have audio problems, but not because of Voicemeeter Banana, it's just because of Voicemeeter Potato. OBS is fine. People just aren't tech savvy. This. And need their hands to be held. Also this. Didn't update OBS for months. What is this YouTube link? Oh, it's the Norm Macdonald 9/11 joke. What about another restart of the PC? I don't think that will solve it. I don't see why that would change anything. The only thing that I can think of that might be affecting 2XKO and why it's just closing inexplicably is CPU temp related, but that should be solved by now. And I don't know why the game itself would say I shouldn't function, instead of just letting it run until my computer blows up. To play one of the many games that have been bought for you. You should play with the hair on my nutsack. Leave me alone. You should shave that. Uh... Yeah, no, it's just straight won't even capture anymore. Trying to capture any full screen application if you aren't already. I can try that instead. Riot client. Alright, let's do this. Like, it's happening faster now where it just decides that it's not going to capture anything. Alright, nope. Let me check something real quick. I just opened Specky, and I'm trying to see if it is CPU temperature related. It shouldn't be. What is my current CPU temp? Unfortunately, it is at about 70 degrees Celsius. So that's usually where or around where my resting temperature is. Just below 70, I think, is my resting temperature. I ran Specky and found out I have a faulty sensor. This is like the 4th time you brought this one up. Specky always reported my Mobo at 105 degrees Celsius. Yep. Did I say hey to you, Young Yojimbo? I saw you earlier, and then I think my eyes glossed over you, and I shouldn't have. Crack an egg on it, Unk. It's not the CPU. I don't know. I just want things to work, bro. I just want to play video games. Why God hate me? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Have I sinned? Have I done something so blasphemous that I am no longer allowed to derive joy from my life? No, dude, I'm only freaking 27, man. I got so many more years left in me. You're telling me I can't have any fun no more? None? None. Hmm. Well, damn, bro. Looks like video games ain't an option anymore. I guess I'll just go and find a girlfriend. That Pikachu camel toe stuff was a sin. I didn't make that image. Ignoring viewer donated games for this long is your sin. That one, I'm gonna play them though. Actually, I wonder how many of them were gifted to me, and there are people that like don't watch me anymore. He doesn't, you have, but you don't believe in him, so why you calling on him asking about his judgment? I didn't say that I didn't believe in him, bro. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all hear the words that I don't say. The words that I do not say, you are hearing loud and clear. I did not say that I do not believe in God. I said that I believe in something. If it is the Christian God, then so be it. Great. All right, I guess I believe in him. If it is some other God, then all right, I guess I believe in them. I believe there's something out there, whether or not it's the Christian God, Catholic God, whichever one of that religion, I don't know. And I guess, frankly, I feel like this might sound insensitive. I don't think I care. I care that there is a deity, not which one it is. I care about what they might want me to do, but they're going to have to tell me directly. I'm tired of the hearsay of humanity that gets warped over every couple of 100 years because we only live about 100 years. It's a game of telephone for generations. And we all know what happens with telephone. I'm gonna play them, but I decided that I have to play all the other Half-Life games because my Oshi is playing them. So that will be next on Thursday, and then I'll play viewer games. I just want to play some 2XKO, bro. That's all I want, man. I'm going to launch the game one more time, and if it just decides to close, then I don't know. I guess I'll do something else. Going to stop the music. Yep, there it is. There it is. You're dishonest if that's what you believe. Humanity has his flaws and people make dishonest conclusions. But you can trust the validity of the word itself. What word? Whose word? His word? You would have to disavow every historical fact you've ever learned that happened outside your lifetime. Just saying. I mean, I would say there's some merit to some of what people said, but again, history is written by the victors, and even then, there are still certain problems with how we have said what has happened with any sort of historical thing. Depends on what you're looking at. Depends on where you look, how you look, what you look, etc. I'm not going to say all of it's wrong. I'm going to say a certain amount of it is wrong, or a certain amount of it is not told the whole story, or etc. Involving religion, the thing that I choose to believe in wholly, that's one that I think I would rather just shape by myself. Shape from what I can see and what I feel, etc. From my own real world experiences. You know, you could have avoided all this. How? How could have I avoided this, Tenjin? What could I have done instead? Don't you dare say Castlevania. I wanted to play the skating video game. Don't work. I wanted to play 2X and KO instead. Don't work. I wanted to play, I don't freaking know, man. I just wanted to play with some fat titties. I don't even get that. I can't even get that, bro. I mean, the last one is fixable. Not in a way that will leave me fulfilled in the moment. They have to be titties that I care about, you know? Or I guess attached to a person that I care about. You'd be playing Skate Dot by now if you wouldn't scam me that one time with Castlevania breaking your promise. And I hit you with the darkest magic, using voodoo dolls and rituals to curse your luck. Haha, the demon's luck with numbers. Okay, thanks, Doom. Is it just your bad luck? I miss Soul Catcher, the old Soul Catcher. The one where a character would take amplified damage. A random unit within a certain area of effect would take amplified damage. A historical document that has the most anthropological and archaeological fact-checking and inability to be disavowed is the Bible and its translations. The facts, not saying you have to believe it, but if you believe anything else from history, the Bible is the most well-recorded and backed up historical document ever written/compiled. I have no comment on that. I've never read the Bible. I've heard of something about it having inconsistencies due to multiple writers, but I feel like this is an argument best left somewhere else, not here. Sign in the background of that one excerpt map of those two guys saying, "Not here, please." You know the one. I don't know what to do with myself, man. What's the next frickin' step? I can't read what that says without my glasses. I feel like if I put my glasses on, it's gonna piss me off. Maybe I shouldn't put them on. You should. Surely he was going to say love yourself. Solid, but you brought up the telephone thing, that's all. Strange approaching woman with the desire to touch some titties he cares about. Woman, and then this is a Twitter URL. What is this? Slayer? Oh, is this like the dandy step? Is that what I'm about to see with this clip? I forgot I'm still logged in on Twitter. Those are titties. Bro, why are there so many freaking... Oops. Need that open so I can log out later. Oh, no, never mind. I don't need that open. Why are there so many freaking... Like... Are there a bunch of VTuber bots just following me on Twitter? That's what it feels like. I don't know what's going on. Because I know there ain't 90-something VTubers watching me right now. Or my VODs. So why are there 90-something VTubers following my Twitter? Is it just because I like and comment on VTuber posts? Makes sense. This is dumb. I need to, how do I, there we go. All right. Is there like a browser game to play? Or maybe I could play Game Duel? I kind of just want to lie here and rot. I don't want to try no more. I try and then life kicks me in the pants. Professional streamer. I'm about to be a professional killer, bro. What's your home address again? Asking for a friend. Do that Rule 34 duel. You know what? Not a bad idea. Sure, why not? Rule 34 duel. What the heck? What? I ask for rank duel a lot. Always got no. Well, unfortunate for you. Alright. Ain't this a frickin' character to get right after talking about the whole thing with the Bible? Good one. You got jokes, huh? You got jokes. Okay. I get it. I get it. Sir, I live in Texas. Would not recommend. What, coming to try to kill you? Oh, because I'm black or because something else? You tried turning it off and back on again. You did just have a crash. For what? 2xKO or OBS or my computer as a whole? My computer fresh restarting should be enough to, like... I don't know what would have changed to make 2xKO crash when OBS is running, because everything's running fresh now. Uh, is this like the overall fairy tale? Yeah, it means fairy tale, the anime or manga. And then Lucifer from Helltaker. I feel like Frick, actually. I don't know which one would have more. Fairy Tail is popular enough, but I don't think it was more popular than Helltaker. Frick. I lost. Alright, we're doing that over again then. Vegeta or Soraka? Vegeta's a man, but they're Dragon Ball related. I think Dragon Ball diff. I think Dragon Ball diff. What? 0 for 2, I guess. Twin Rova from Zelda? Okay. Or Misato Kitsuragi? It's definitely Misato. You could start Evolve, the asymmetric game from way back when that shut down and we can't play anymore? Unless you mean something else. Tenjin mentions some random duel and you go, okay, sure, and you complain that life isn't fair. Ranked, or Rule 34 duel, I've known has existed for a while. Don't you remember frickin' Rose and Thorns requesting this forever ago? Texas people are usually nice to black people? I thought that was one of them southern states where people have Ghost Club occasionally. He's finally playing a good game. Crash resets are not full resets? I guess you're right about that. People like their furries. I guess so. Like how Steven assumes most people are here most of the time and know whatever happens here. Are you not? You're here every day! And you still don't understand half the words that come out of my mouth. Honestly, you're right. You're right. You're in a southern state, Steven. You gotta go north of Florida to get south. No Evolve Idol. What? I've never heard of this. Haven't met any of them yet. Crazy Texans? Consider yourself blessed. I thought the crazy people were in Florida. I feel like this one's Misato. Yeah, I didn't think Twin Rova had very many. Alright, 1 for 3. Jingliu. Alright, it's definitely whatever the Honkai Star Rail character is. Kill a Kill? That's no-brainer. Jesus. MASH? Fate has a lot of sexualized stuff, but I don't remember MASH having too much. See, I was saying the same, but nobody was listening to me. About crash resets? Oh, Oh, some premium cope just now? Okay. Talking about you telling Moose about whoever was here to suggest it. Oh, additionally, I have a small game suggestion too. The game is extremely short, but you might enjoy it. Have you ever played Swarm? Yes, I did play Swarm. I know what you're talking about. Extremely short, like 10 minutes if you can beat it right off the bat. I did. I already beat it way back when. That means south of Florida must be Omega racist? No. Because people from Jamaica come in, and they're just sexist, supposedly. People from the Caribbean in general, really. I was talking with my mother the other day about people in Jamaica and whatnot, and it sounds really rough sometimes with, like, you can have, like, home problems, and then people will just be like, nah, man, get your act together, even though it's not something that is entirely your fault. Or, like, people getting stoned for being gay. And that one's just like, Jesus Christ. I haven't heard of any stonings for a while. I really thought MASH would have more than that. That sucks. Alright. Haruhi Suzumiya or Doomfist? Something BBC, and I'm not talking about the British Broadcasting Network, and it seems the BBC has failed me. Damn it. BRB gonna go hang up my melanin. Bro, it's not Widowmaker, and you never had any. True. Thanos or Seti-chan? You were part of Impel Down. You were earlier on. You're One Piece character? You're definitely more than Thanos. Am I that bad? Come on, no, I can't be this bad at Rule 34, do I? Look at porn all day, every day. Who the hell are you? Alright, this is... Yeah, no contest for this one. Morrigan for free. Definitely still Morrigan. He was blinded by his love for BBC. Sayuri Kanao or Caesar? Nobody... I don't think there's that much porn of Caesar. Bro, what? Sephiroth or Giselle Guel? Who the hell are you? There's supposed to be an image here? Jojo man, come on. And I don't think there's that much Jojo porn. You're a fraud. The fake gooner. Well, you're really bad at this. Sephiroth. Yeah, I thought so. Sephiroth. Fairy tale character? Who even are you? Reshiram? Pokemon fans are crazy. I am willing to believe there is more porn of Reshiram than there is of whoever the hell this is. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. This was my favorite chick from frickin' Persona 5. I don't know if there would be more porn of her than Reshiram. I'm gonna say there is. Just for this, my trust in humanity that humans would like the female form of humans. I really believe that they would have more porn of a human female than of whatever the hell Reshiram is. Oh my god. Not even a frickin' tenth. You fool. What the hell? For having trust in my fellow man? I've been watered. If it's a Pokemon, you click the Pokemon. Always go furry. Some character from Fate that I think is a vampire, or some character from Genshin that I don't know anything about, but I haven't seen anything about them. So I'm gonna say the Fate character. You know, I guess I'm a fool. This sucks, bro. Why am I so bad at this? Alright, so this one's definitely Ray, because I don't even remember who this is. Yeah, I thought so. Black Hanakawa Monogatari. Definitely you. I'm surprised the number is not in the quad digits. Blaziken? Don't do that to me, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Lucy Heartfilia. As much as I want it to be you, it's not you. Now it's you! I can't get above 3. 3 is my favorite number. I guess this makes sense. Frisk? Why is this even here? Wait, what? I guess it's Frisk alongside frickin' Torio, maybe, question marks. Isn't Frisk a child? Don't answer that. Deadpool? Please let it be Deadpool, bro. Thank God. Takanashi Kiara? The VTuber? Oh, okay, it's definitely... Yeah, I thought so. Kamek. There's no way there's more porn of Kamek than the VTuber. Yeah. 666. Okay. Just Bleach? Bleach in general? Bleach got Orihime and Rangiku. 100% you're more than... Yeah. Yoshikage Kira, definitely less than Bleach. Rebecca, you're definitely more than Yoshikage Kira, that's for sure. Yep. Finally, we got something going. Let's do this. Riju, Legend of Zelda. What are you from? Are you from one of the newer ones? Is this from like Breath of the Wild or something? If she is, then I can see her having more porn than Rebecca. Lucy comes with built-in furries. That's not how that works, bro. Doesn't she only... I've only seen the cow. What are the other ones? The small white drill-looking guy and... I don't even remember her other summons. Rebecca sweeps. She's not gonna have more than Rebecca. How do you know? I'm gonna trust you. I'm trusting you, young Ojimbo. Okay. Uta, One Piece. I've seen more porn of this character than I have the actual character, and I'm only like 100-something chapters away from being caught up with One Piece. So, yeah. My is higher than her. Yep. Who the hell are you? Freedom Planet? Ain't nobody making porn of you, bro. Blackbeard. I don't know what to think about this. PB? Yes, PB. She's not even in the manga, which means you were looking for her? What do you mean she's not in the manga? Why is she not in the manga? And that doesn't mean I was looking for her. I've seen her on the cover of some One Piece themed freaking things. Where did this character come from if she's not in the manga? Not, bro. Whatever. You can believe whatever you want. There's the truth, and then there's your belief. Pick one. Every key is a furry waiting to happen. Minimal Leo and the Minotaur dude. Who? Either way, I feel like there's at least quad-digit Blackbeard related One Piece porn. As much as I kind of don't want there to be. I knew it! Who the hell are you? Oh, Nakiri Ayame. Okay, are you a YouTube side VTuber? That's probably why I don't know it. Damn it! 11. Another fairy tale character. Why am I getting so many freaking fairy tale characters? Either way, it's Gwen Stacy. Something Snow Bunny. Rayquaza. There is definitely more of Gwen Stacy than there is Rayquaza. I refuse, as much as Pokemon has the Pokemon buff for porn, I refuse to believe that there is more porn of Rayquaza specifically than there is of Gwen Stacy. Yeah, I thought so. Inosuke Hashibira. Demon Slayer is pretty popular. I feel like this character is going to show up in a decent amount of yaoi. And that's going to be what pushes it past 826. I was right. Well, maybe not about the yaoi. I hope I'm wrong about the yaoi. Yo, hey, it's Picora. Something MILF with her... Not her, but her mother, VTuber MILF. Hideo Kojima. I don't know. 100%. It's her over the pig head guy. Big Boss. Ain't this funny? Rule 34 got jokes, huh? Shouts to Picora being in one of Hideo Kojima's games. Cream the Rabbit's mom. Okay. This one's actually tough. I feel like there would be more Big Boss than there would be of Picora. If this were Picora's mom, then this would be a no-brainer. But since it's Picora specifically, and then Big Boss, and we all know... I just said the whole thing with the yaoi buff. The yaoi buff is gonna fit for Big Boss as well. I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong. Okay, this is Marine. I don't care how hot people think Morgana is. Marine wins this one. Mm-hmm. Jesse. I think Jesse wins this one. Yeah, I thought so. Jesse has at least 2-decade lead, true. Acheron, Honkai Star Rail. I don't care about this design, but I can definitely see a lot of gooners caring a lot about this design. Fauna? Okay. Who? Robin? No brainer. Kamisato Ayaka? I think it's still Robin, right? Who are you? Stop giving me Genshin characters! I don't know half of these people! I feel like there's more porn of Reimu. Yeah, I thought so. More porn than MASH. Who are you? It's definitely still Reimu. High School DxD character, Attack on Titan character that I've never heard of. High School DxD character, 100%. Thought so. Okay. Deku's mom. Right? That's who this is? There's a decent amount of porn of her, but I don't think there's 9K. I think it's still this person. Yeah, I thought so. I don't want this one to be. How do you know this? Don't ask no questions you don't want the answer to. People love Ayaka despite having that massive ass forehead. I feel like this is somewhere in the middle quad digits. Stop giving me Pokemon! Zoroark wins. Yeah, I thought so. Quint digits. That's cool. Nah, don't do that. This is your fate. Accept it. Why is this, like, difficult to... Okay, hold on. Steven Universe has a whole bunch of stuff. Who cares about what? There's Pearl, Amethyst, Lapis Lazuli, which I know has a decent-ish amount. There's, Peridot, which I think also has a... No, she has very little, but it exists. There's Pink Diamond. I don't know about the rest of the diamonds, but I assume White Diamond shows up somewhere. There's the one girl with the squiggly line arms. I don't know her very well. Garnet. Garnet would definitely show up somewhere. It's Steven Universe. Yeah, I thought so. This is still Steven Universe. Because it's the whole series. And this is a literal who. You have almost 10K and I've never seen you before. Jessica Rabbit wins this one hands down. My faith in humanity is, like, underground right now. It is actually, like... You can't really get lower than the center of the earth. It's somewhere on the outer core. Hutao is very popular, Strone. She's extremely popular. Why? How? Who is she? I don't know. Okay. Genshin, bro. More people alive don't even know who Jessica Rabbit is. But the same way that Jessie had like a 2-decade lead on whoever the hell she was competing against, the same should be for Jessica Rabbit. Have people not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Have people not had their freaking childhoods shaped by this freaking voluptuous woman somehow getting with the goofiest rabbit we've ever seen? I, I don't understand. Who the hell are, oh, you're Triss, and then there's a Pokemon character? This one's actually kind of difficult. I feel like there are more Pokemon Gooners than there are the Witcher Gooners. Okay, I'm wrong. That's honestly a bit relieving. Ladybug character? Nope. Miraculous Ladybug, whatever the hell. She's not more popular than Reimu. Yeah, I thought so. They didn't have internet back then? Yes, they did! Delia Ketchum. I've seen some of you, but I feel like there would be more of Ladybug than there would be of Ketchum, whatever. Damn! Close. Helga? Why the hell are you in here? Uncharted. There better be more Uncharted than there are of Helga. Yeah, good. 9K is a good amount for Jessica Rabbit if we're being honest. It is a good amount, but I feel like it should be more than whatever Genshin characters. I feel like Stranger's identifying with Roger Rabbit. Okay. I'm not. I don't even remember what happened in that movie. Jessie was still in the most recent Pokemon series when Ash became a master. Jessica Rabbit ain't seen the screen since the 90s. True. True. I feel like there's more Velma than there is Uncharted. Yeah, good, honestly. Wear this. Point this out to me, because I actually like Velma a lot. Sailor Mars? Wake me up when we got Sailor Saturn? Not Saturn, Sailor Venus. I think for Mars it would be higher than Velma, right? Right? There's a whole lot of Sailor Moon porn. You gotta be kidding me. I don't need to question this. Yeah, no. Mercy. Please. Please let it be Mercy. Please let there be more Mercy than there is of Lopunny. Please. I'm begging you, God, bro. Oh my God. I know it's not, but because I really want it to be, I'm gonna click Mercy anyway. Oh, thank God. Thank Christ almighty, man. Lamau, you know what? I'm gonna do that thing, Batman. Oh, wait, by the way, did you change to XKO category? I don't think I did. Hold up. I should still be in just chatting, because I don't remember changing over to 2xKO before I actually started the game. I did change into 2xKO. Thanks for that. Does Rule 34 have a category? I don't think so. I doubt it. Rule 34. It does. There are 5 followers of the category. I think I'll stick with just chatting. Who's gonna kill me? Mercy. Jeff the Land Shark over MASH. Marvel Rivals got popular. Definitely popularized Jeff the Land Shark. There's definitely a lot of porn of Emma Frost and Susan Storm and a number of other characters, but I don't think very many people have sexualized the shark. I really hope that they wouldn't, but the fact that this series is so popular makes me believe that a non-insignificant amount of people would have made post involving Jeff the Land Shark. I'm gonna vote MASH. That is a non-insignificant number, and I really wish it were single digits. Or ideally it should be 0 digits. Haruhi Suzumiya is definitely higher. Dark Souls in general, that's definitely higher than Suzumiya. Yep, thought so. There is almost certainly more porn of Satsuki than the whole of the Dark Souls series. Good. Good. John Gunhilder. Genshin. Sure. I have... What the hell makes people like characters in Genshin, bro? Or what possesses them to draw porn of it? Because the goth chick, I'm seeing nothing. The other short chick that's just got like a bit of a skin tight shorts and then whatever shirt, she has 9K. And then there's this woman who... She kind of looks like Doki Bird, and nothing against Doki Bird, but I'm still thinking like... Why would you... I would see more sexualization of the character with the dark clothes than this character. Doki Bird is a JRPG? JPEG, not JPEG, not JRPG. What? I added a letter. She can't take offense. She can very easily take offense. It's pronounced Jin, but Jean is not popular. It's like Jean personally. I like Jean personally, but she is not very popular. What the heck, bro? Okay, I believe there's more of the VTuber Sakura Miko than there is of Aleer. That's a little bit surprising, but only a little bit. I kind of just assume that any Hololive VTuber is just gonna have like oodles upon oodles of porn, but I guess that's just Marine and Pikora's mom. Monkey D. Luffy over Professor Layton as a whole. I can't tell you any characters of note from Professor Layton, and some of them got that weird body shape, and the weird body shape of One Piece definitely fits people's fancy a lot better than what I believe Professor Layton can do. Yeah, I thought so. Conan. Definitely more than Professor Layton. This is still Conan. Nobody remembers this character. No one remembers Sonya. Not a soul remembers Sonya. Is that Sonic's sister? Yes. She is specifically from Sonic Underground. In Sonic Underground, there were triplets. It's Sonic, Sonya, and I believe the last one is Manic. Is it Manic? Hang on. Sonic Underground triplets. Yeah, Manic. So, Sonic's the only one that has the speed stuff. The other two, they just got magic instruments. Sonya has a keyboard, Manic has a drum set, Sonic has a guitar. Dr. Robotnik is still the main big bad. Conan has more, right? Just barely. Why is there so much of you? No one remembers you! Who's out here padding the numbers for freaking Sonya the Hedgehog Sonic Underground porn? No one there. This guy needs to be stopped. What the hell do you mean, you? What? Whatever. Pokemon Girl, definitely more than 3.5K, right? How? I'm gonna lose it. I like straight up, I need to know what's happening on Rule 34 whichever website it's checking from, man. I need to know what is happening here. How is this number so askew? Because the Sonic fandom is more degenerate than the Pokemon fandom? You're not wrong, but like, good God, bro. We know what you are. Who's you in this context? Because it can't be me. It ain't me. That's for sure. There better be more of Star Butterfly than there are of Frisk. Okay, good. Ram. There's definitely more of... No. If this were Rem, then maybe. People didn't talk about Ram very much. Sort of Amelia. I'm gonna say Ram. Damn it. There is definitely more of whoever this character is. From, yeah, Hero Academia. Lara Croft. You better have more than Fry. Good. Callista? You're not more than Lara Croft. Yeah. Chaos. He is water. He's water. I guess he has tentacles, but if this number is reaching quad digits, if there is more porn of Sonya the Hedgehog than there is of Chaos, I'm so afraid to click this button right now. Straight up. How is there quad digits of Sonya the Hedgehog? Nanami Chiaki. Nobody cares about Callista. Oof. Wonder what character has the most out of everyone? Good question. Steve has probably never seen Goo Girls, huh? You're not talking about the porn series that I'm thinking about, right? I hope you're not. If you are, regardless of whether or not you are or not, I have exposed myself. I'm talking about a general category. Okay, so you're not talking about what I thought, and I have exposed myself for no reason. Got him. Okay. This is still Zoroark, because quint digits. They're... Okay, real quick question. Do the Nikkei players jerk off to the Nikkei, or do they jerk off to the things that people make about the Nikkei? You know? I feel like the game itself is enough to get somebody's rocks off, but hard to say. Okay. Second, they jerk it to the things that people make about them. All right. Anis is probably not up there. I don't think it's more than 13,800. Okay. 2K. Some character from Akamega Kill. I don't know anything about this series. I feel like it's you, though. Oh, I'm wrong. Birdo or Cammy. Something BBC. Yep. This is getting painful, bro. This is getting really painful. There's more porn of Birdo than there is of Chaos! There's some stuff you could do with Chaos, bro. With Birdo? What y'all doing, man? Either way, this one's Shadow. Yeah, Clint digits for Shadow. That's really cool. Are you targeting me? Are you, like, trying to shoot me, specifically? I watch VTubers play this game, they get VTubers. I play this game, I get freaking Sonic characters and MLP characters. Really? Really? Birdos are self-explanatory. I don't want to think of what we can do with Chaos Man. Okay. Oh, hey, that's your territory. This is not my territory. I don't want this to be my territory. I gave up this land forever ago. This is definitely Pinkie Pie. Yeah. There is definitely more of Pinkie Pie than whoever this is. Yeah. Jolene Cujo. I know that some people jerked it to part 6 just by itself because of some of the scenes involving Jolene. I know that JoJo's popular. Is she more popular than a Cyberpunk character? Yes. Just barely. Who the hell? Oh, you're one of what's-his-name's wives. Nah, you don't got more than Jolene. Yeah, I thought so. Lust? You have quad digits at bare minimum. What? What? Her name is Lust. Everybody has seen Fullmetal Alchemist. How do you not have quad digits? Why is there more porn of freaking Sonya the Hedgehog? I will not be able to get over this, man. I'm not gonna be able to get over this. Someone tell me what website this is pulling from. Which one is it pulling from? I need to know, like, why there is so much of Sonya the Hedgehog. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore, man. Haven't also Arlesino is 100% more. Okay, still doesn't get it. This website specifically analyzes Steve's browsing history. Yeah. Pulling from your hard drive. Bro, he just wants to know where to find it. I really don't. I honestly had forgotten about Sonya the Hedgehog until it forced the image of her back onto me. Arlecchino? Cappuccino? Gotcha. 5K. You have quad digits. Okay. Mewtwo. This is Mewtwo. Yeah. Still Mewtwo. Orihime. Now we're talking. There's definitely more of Orihime than there are of Kakashi. Yeah. Ruben Sargasm? Flesh Tuber? Who? I like how they said Flesh Tuber instead of VTuber. Ibuprofen Muncher. Okay, so like, why is there... Who? Okay, I see. Interesting. There's definitely more of Kakashi, but the fact that there's like this dude isn't that this dude is on Rule 34 though is where did this come from? How did this happen? Ibuprofen muncher. This guy looks like a parody of a human being. Okay, damn. Mean? Okay, I was about to. Freaking trolling me, man. Kanata. Who are you? Why is he even in there? Maybe he's either the guy that made the website or the guy that made the website watches him and then decided to put that in as a small bit. Koopa Trooper or Ayame Kanata? The fact that you only have 944 makes this harder. Imagine StrongmanSteven pops up in one of these. I wouldn't be able to take it. That just goes back to the whole thing of like, if I end up getting pussy in fan art before I'm able to get pussy in real life, then I am doing something wrong. Something needs to adjust within my life. It is 100% going to happen. I don't know. Don't bring this fate upon anyone. The fact that VTubers don't even YouTube anymore? What do you mean? They do. What? There are plenty of YouTube VTubers. In fact, the biggest VTuber company is on YouTube exclusively. And the second one, the biggest Western one, has... Actually, they have their fingers in both YouTube and Twitch. Not most of them don't. Are you sure about that? I guess the most popular ones are YouTube, or more YouTube focused. Time to make some commissions, dog to dog, I swear to God. Whatever, man. If you're gonna do it, it better be hot. It better be freaking good. Sign me up for someone like, I don't know, Lady Palutena, or who the hell else? I don't know who else would work. Don't sign me up for Lady Palutena, because she has pit. Who fits my, like, moral compass and... I don't know who would work, bro. Do one with Sonya? Heads will roll if I hear of this happening. There is more of the Koopa Troopa. Why is there 2K of the Koopa Troopa? Cortana from Halo, or Nishino. Why are the images not loading? I thought it would be more Cortana. Yeah, okay, something's up. Images are no longer loading. Let me try this. Nope. This is not solving anything. I refreshed, but like streaming on YouTube, okay, that's kind of there, but are they making YouTube videos of non-stream content? Oh, that's what you mean. I mean, people, flesh tubers, there's only so many that do that too. Some do, but I guess you're right. Most VTubers are usually making just live stream content, but that's probably because, like, it's probably mostly related to the fact that they have other things that they need to do, like whatever might be involving the corporation that they're a part of, be it like concerts, merch related stuff, etc. They have a lot more of a corporate hand in the things that they bring to the table involving content. It seems Rule 34 though has broken on me, so that's really cool. I'm not allowed to play Skate. I'm not allowed to play 2XKO. Now I'm no longer allowed to play Rule 34 though. Is this happening to anyone else having connection issues? It can't be a problem of me to, like, the internet in general, because I've still dropped no frames, and you guys can hear me. No. Is the stream down for anyone else? Good joke, Big Broso. Don't you have one with that girl from Hell of a Boss that you commissioned? One, that wasn't porn. Two, I didn't do that. I hate frickin' Verbalays so much. Oh, hey, an image loaded. I don't think we're gonna get very much more. Cortana or King Dedede? There better be more of Cortana than King Dedede. Alright, good. Kirito. I think I can do this with just names. I feel like I can do this with just names. There's more of Kirito than King Dedede. I thought so. Caster from Fate. They're Fate related, so clearly it's more than Kirito. There is only 100. Who the hell is Caster? Fate Stay Night. Okay, I am having an internet problem, I guess. Because even my Twitch dashboard has told me there's an error. Then why am I not dropping any frames with my frickin' upload? Why does nothing want to work for me no more, man? I think it's my internet browser as a whole. Why is this happening? Hold up. Look at my face. Oh, hey, are things functioning again? I think things are functioning again. I'm begging to God that they are functioning again. Yep, alright, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Baldur's Gate 3 music? Is that what's playing right now? Maybe I should... Forgot about doing this. Since I'm on a web browser. 1:30, might as well call it. Nah, we sticking this through to the end. We're sticking this through until it's over. My curse is pretty potent. Should have played Castlevania that time. You know what? I don't care that you broke your arm. What the hell, man? There's definitely more Vocaloids than there are Zenyatta. I'm only a little bit surprised that there's only 116 of Zenyatta. Some character from... Oh, this is the guy with the hands? What happens with his hands? Can he, like, detach these and put them on someone else? I can think of plenty of stuff that happens with these hands, if that's the case. It's definitely this guy. Yeah. Surge? Surge the Tenric. If there is more porn of Sonya than there is of Surge, Surge is less known than Sonya, I think. Either way, that's more than this guy. It's quad digits. And it's about the same. Who is doing this? Who is doing this, man? I need to know. Stop it. Please stop it. Sonic fandom. Lesbians? Lesbians? Do lesbians like Sonic? And on top of that, Sonya and Surge? Like, why? Why would they? Mankind truly is doomed. Urza, also a built-in furry? What? I thought her whole thing was just changing armor. When does she... Unless you're talking about Surge. There has to be more of Urza than there is of Surge, right? Good. There's a surprising amount of Urza-related porn instead of Lucy or, like, anyone else from that series. Ash. There's more of Urza. Yeah, I thought so. Who are you? She's kind of cute, but I don't think you have more than Ash. Yeah, I didn't think so. This is at least more than 2K. Or not? I guess I'm thankful. But meanwhile, Vaporeon with the quint digits. Yeah, cool. Alright. Why? This one's actually difficult. The whole of League of Legends or Vaporeon? I kind of just don't want to know. You know? Part of me wants to leave this one where it lie. Okay. Good. Storm the Albatross. Nobody remembers you. That's for sure. But 200 is more than I thought it would be. Jinx, Arcane, it's gotta be League, right? Mass Effect or Satsuki? Mass Effect as a whole, yep. Tharja? Tharja is pretty hot, but... Yep. Wonder Woman. I feel like there would be more of Tharja than Wonder Woman, right? People don't usually make too much porn of Western stuff, do they? I guess if they do, it usually ends up not being stuff that I care about. There's more Tharja. There is... Wow, okay. I underestimated Wonder Woman. What? Starfire? Genshin Impact as a whole? Yeah, I don't need to... You almost... Ash from League of Legends. Genshin wins this one. Keigo Takami. My Hero Academia. What's his deal? Either way, it's Ash. Yeah. Reptalia? Or the Rising of the Shield Hero? I don't know anything about Shield Hero. But apparently it's popular enough for this character to get almost 3K. This is definitely Raven. Yep. Yep. You were just here! Get out of here! Leave! Who are you? She kinda bad, though. And she got nothing! Surely there's more of Winry than there are of Monica. There is more of Monica. This is losing its luster, man. I don't understand people anymore. I can't understand people anymore. Catwoman. Yeah. I'm going until this streak is dead. And then... I'm done. And I'm done streaming. I'm packing it up. Diamond Yua was right. Kaito. That's less than I thought there might be. Bastion? Oh, what the hell? There's more of Kaito than there are of Bastion, right? What? I get... I don't understand. I get the popular... Like, Overwatch is popular, sure. But Bastion over Kaito? You would think that the people that care about Vocaloids enough to know that Kaito exists, there would be more people... There would be a decent enough amount of people making porn of Kaito. But why are there more people making porn of Bastion? This guy doesn't bone robots. Also, Kaito has like 2 songs. And they confuse it for Gakupo. For what? What if it's all Bastion's bird? Does that bird even show up? What does the bird do? Whatever, man. Nothing makes sense anymore. Things haven't made sense for years. Who do I send you guys to? Who's doing what? Myra Moores is playing Goblin Cleanup. This is the part where one of you says Goblin these nuts. Northern Line is playing 2XKO. Ellis is playing Tales Beyond the Tomb, White Silence. Still keep seeing a bunch of people playing No, I'm Not a Human. I'm wondering what's going on with this game, man. You should play it. Is it one of those games that's gonna freak me out? Who knows? Okay, then. Kanta is playing Triple Z. Grimmy Hunter is playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Diz is playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I might send you guys to Diz, actually. I'm gonna send you guys to Diz. I shall live vicariously through him. Goblin Cleanup is fun. I played the demo, I think up to 4 players. Could be a weekend hangout thing. Was Sunday's hangout called off? I rescheduled it. Rick, I think Diz is stopping. Damn it. I rescheduled it because I was waiting for something yesterday. And even though that didn't happen, you know, I wanted to be at the ready. So yeah. Fire Dragon's playing Platypus Reclayed, whatever that might be. I know that Fire Dragon was on some sort of vacation recently. I think he went to Nintendo Land or something. That's what it looked like from some of his Twitter posts. I'm gonna go watch Myra. See you all. See ya. No joke, this was a good stream despite the technical stuff. Good to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sending you guys to Fire Dragon. As for the schedule, assuming everything goes as planned this week, tomorrow you'll see me back 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with some Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Wednesday is going to be Hollow Knight Silksong. Finally get to start that. That'll be fun, hopefully. Thursday is going to be Metal Gear Solid 5. Friday is going to be some form of Monster Hunter, probably. Not sure which one, though. And then Saturday is going to be Heckin' Mother Lovin' son of a... I don't know what fighting game it's going to be. I have no clue. It can't be 2XKO if this problem persists that we saw today. But if it doesn't persist, then it might be that. I don't know what else it might be. And then Sunday, we're going to have the community hangout event. If you guys got anything to say to me or anyone else who has decided to join, hit up the Discord below the stream. If you click the picture that says Discord, I'm going to go to the gym because it's finally open again. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, or night, whatever time it might be for you. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.